Hi everyone, it's Melissa with Carter Creations. In today's video, I thought we would revisit a journal that I started here on YouTube probably about 4 months ago. So I thought we'd do a quick flip through and then we'd make some tags, some pockets, some wraparounds, and finish this journal off so I can get it off my table. So this image is from Graphic Fairy. Then I just put it on some brown packing paper, did a little stitching, some leaves I had with some flowers, some lace from Hobby Lobby. So let's take a look inside. Now the digitals I used was from my Porch Prints, the junk journal filler pages. And then I'm also going to use from my Porch Prints Everything Ephemera packs. And then I also have Twisted Paper Studio Blue French Tall Kit. So I have all those digitals kind of intermixed here with some more of that lace from Hobby Lobby. So we'll just do a quick flip through to refamiliarize, tough word to say, what I have done and put into this journal. So I did leave quite a bit of writing space, and you'll see when I do a lot of journals, I like to keep a lot of writing space. I don't want to fill up every page with ephemera. Want the individual who does purchase it to kind of make it their own, maybe sketch, write, draw, whatever they feel like in the journal. So some book page, some of my coffee dyed paper, and my spirit animal, the butterfly, had to be the center here. And we'll just keep going through quickly. Like I said, you can go on Etsy and look at all those digital kits that I mentioned here. Some dictionary page from the Great Britain and Northern Ireland and United Kingdom. Goodness, that was a mouthful. And then more book page, back to it, another pocket. So let's get started making some ephemera. I'll go ahead and put this aside for now. So I thought for our first one, let's grab some Distress Oxide Vintage Photo. Thought we'd do some, just kind of hiding the white from where I cut it. And this is just on copy paper is all I printed it off, trying to keep the weight down a little bit on the journal. And I did make that journal, it's out of a Walmart paper mailer, but I got something in the mail from Walmart. So it's pretty lightweight to start with. So I didn't want to bulk it up too much. So just going around the edges here. Okay, let's put that aside. And I just kind of fold it, not quite in half, and then just did a little fold over, and I'm just gonna grab a mini paper clip here if I can find one quickly. Grab the journal, and let's see if we can find a page to maybe clip that on. Maybe we'll do it here in the front on this book page. Get our little paper clip here. There we go. Okay, let's just put it off to the side here again. Then I thought we would maybe make a pocket out of this. I do have a few of these stickers that I believe I got from Amazon that I thought we could put on a page. Here's another one of those stickers. So let's go ahead and once again, let's ink the edges here. And I did cut out some of the ephemera already, so you didn't have to sit here and watch me try to cut a circle, which I did not do a very good job as it is on this one. So let's see where we can put it so that we can have a nice little tuck spot on a page here. What about something like, oh, it's perfect. And then whoever gets it can just put a little something. So I'm probably just gonna do it halfway up. Let's get my glue here. Oh, come on. Of course. Let's get my pen and unclog it here. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if I went. It's always a guessing game, so we'll see how far up I did get it. Got a little glue seeping out here. So this is just a baby wipe that I left out overnight and let it dry. Oops, guess be patient, let it dry. Okay. Let's move on to, I thought I'd do this cute little, this came in the Everything Ephemera pack. Kind of looks like a little book, so I just fold it in half and just cut it out, and I just thought I'd leave it open for some writing space, but I thought it was kind of plain here on the front. So I thought maybe taking this sticker that I believe I got from Amazon and then just some of this tulle and kind of bunch it up. Just to give it a little something. So let me, I think we'll start with the Fabri-Tac here to put down. Oh, before I forget, ink the edges because I didn't cut it very straight or even. So we'll just kind of hide all of that. Because I like to say, if it was cut out perfect, it would have came off an assembly line. So this, you know, it's made by hand. Okay, get the sticker done there. Oops. Okay, and then I'm not gonna be very precise with the Fabri-Tac. I'm just gonna kind of put a little line down and then grab this tool that I can't even tell you where I cut it off of. It was just in my scrap. So then I'm just gonna kind of bunch it up just a little bit. Oh, looks like I need to go a little farther. Maybe crunch it up just a little on the top, since you'll see that on top of that sticker, so that it's just not so blunt. Maybe a little further, we'll use it up. Come on. Okay, grab my scissors here. Oh. Cut it off maybe at an angle there. And then let's see if I can get, oh, came off very easy, but I'm not gonna trust the sticker to stick. So I'm gonna use some of my glue here. And then maybe we'll do some more Fabri-Tac since it is going on the tool. Let's see which, of course I put it on the wrong side, but we'll get it down there. And I just thought, I know it's kind of floating in, door floating in the middle of this, but I just didn't want to leave it plain on a page. Okay. I'm just going to put it to the side there a little bit, and then once we get everything made, then we'll go back through the journal and I'll find a home for it. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to take my 1-inch punch and just kind of eyeball it here for a pocket. Oh my. And that did not work. Oh no. Ah! Oh, there we go. Now I think it just popped out. Oh. Nope. Should have stopped the first time. There we go. We'll put that aside and work on that later. Take my scissors here and never failed. It worked just fine all day. I get on to film a video. It says, nope, not today. Okay, let's take our ink and go around the edges here. So what's everybody else working on today? Hope you're getting into your craft room and getting some crafts done. And that's just, this one is out of the Blue French Tall kit from Twisted Paper Studios. Then I just took, I don't know if it was in a package or where I got it from, but it's pretty thick and was shiny. So I just took my sanding block, this sanding block, and just kind of roughed it up a little, because it was pretty glossy and I was afraid that the glue wasn't gonna stick. So I just thought I would take some of this paper and just put over the top and just have it be a kind of wraparound pocket. So I think I'm just going to probably cut all the white off, and I'll just do it by hand and hope we're somewhat straight. And then I'll just glue it down directly onto this cardboard type, and then we'll just clean it up from there. I think I can go straight across. We'll see how well I eyeballed it. Ooh, does just fit. So I'm going to take my Prit glue stick and put quite a bit of glue on there so it'll really stick and not come up. Okay, let's take my little spreader here and clean all my little bits off from my dauber that seems to shed. Okay, let's fold that up. And inked up. That one aside. Oh, goodness. You know, let's just go ahead and put a new dauber because I'm afraid I'm going to get brown smudges. everywhere on the journal where, of course, I don't want them. Okay, let's try that. So then, this is once again one of those little kind of booklets. And I thought I would take this rose and kind of put it inside of this frame. And I believe I got the frame possibly from Amazon. Not quite sure. Let's ink up like... And of course, when you have a new dumber, it's not gonna pick up the ink as well. Okay, let's do the frame while we're at it too. Just give it a little color here on the edges. Okay. And I think I'm gonna go with the neutral pH adhesive just so I don't get glue stick everywhere. So I'm just gonna put it not too close to the edge since I'm gonna take my spreader once I get it. Let's see. Let's go with right there. Oop. Got some glue coming out here. Oop. Do this and get it out to the edges. Lid back on my glue. Let's just go ahead and take our scissors and cut all this excess off. Ooh. Oh goodness. Getting a little too close on the frame. You know what? I'm going to change scissors and go with my little smaller ones that can get into places a little bit better. And I always get quiet when I'm cutting. Major concentration. Okay, throw this away. Let's get this out of the way. Just thought, give it a little something, a little character. Should we put a little something behind? Oh, kind of like that. Kind of gives it a little something different. Okay, so let's do that right there and grab our Fabri-Tac. Oh my. Hopefully that's where I had it. We're gonna go with it because I've put her down. Oh, that little red rosebud gives it a pop of a color or other since it's kind of all browns. Give it a little bit of color. And as you can see, I jump around kind of with whatever glue is the closest to me at the time when I need it. Except for I got glue strings everywhere. There we go. Okay, we'll add that to the pile here. Okay, and then I thought this kind of went with the medieval theme, and I'm just going to put it maybe as just paper clip it on, or I might see if it'll fit into this pocket. We'll see when I start assembling it, but this is just some the brown package paper that we get from Amazon or any packages that you get. So I'm just get my glue stick here and really get it into the corners. Because I'm kind of like everybody else, always misses the corners. Get it going right face up. Glue spreader so that I can get it all into the corners, and then I like to flip it over and make sure I get all the creases out of the back. In there, then go ahead and cut it out, and then we'll ink it. I wonder if we should just turn it into a tag and just cut the corners. Or should we round? Oh, see. Missed a corner. Let's check them all. Okay. Let's turn it into somewhat of a tab, or a tag, excuse me. Let's ink the edges. Okay. And then thought we'd make some long, tall tags. And again, this is that kind of cardboard that was shiny. So I just thought we'd put that on and not decorate it too much, just because it does have this gorgeous writing and this flower and everything. So grab a clean page here. We'll just put the glue straight on the tag, and then we'll trim everything off. And I don't want to lose any of the flowers, so we'll lose some of the writing surface, or excuse me, the writing on it. We'll set that one aside because I'm going to put the brown package paper on the back of it as well. So we'll just go to the second one. And we'll just do them both together when we have them both done here. Whoops, I keep moving my mat here. And this one I don't want to lose the stamp, so we'll go the other way. Grab my glue spreader. Okay, trim this one. And I'm not gonna save these little, I have too many scraps. Sometimes I just have to let it go. Can't keep them all. Okay, so let me grab some of the brown packaging and see if we can get, of course not, but we'll go start with this one and then we'll move on to find a big piece for the other one. Sure, get the corners. I have to keep telling myself, get the edges, get the corners. All the things you gotta keep telling yourself. Get over to the side. As little cutting as possible. Fingers are all sticky now, so everything's gonna stick to me. I'm gonna let that dry for just a minute while I do the other one. Oh, perfect. Sure going through the book pages from my glue book here. Okay. Oh, get the corners. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not making this too long of a video. Okay. Come back here. And we'll get these cut out and then we'll start putting all the ephemera that we made today in the journal so we can finish it off. These two I might have to put under my mat. And as you can see, they're starting to curl and I want them to lay flat, so I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Since I used quite a bit of glue. Go ahead and stick them under there right now. Okay. Let's cover the glue stick, get all the glues out of the way. Cover the ink pad. Okay, let's bring the journal in. So we got that piece, we got the clock. What if we do, let me get up on the screen here. Maybe sturdy up that page a little bit with adding this pocket. So what I'm gonna do is glue here, here, and put a little glue on the edge. And I find that if I leave it kind of where I'm gonna put it, it's a little bit easier than I don't get glue everywhere. So let's just put a small, well, that wasn't small, but just a thin line so it can keep the majority of our pocket here. Just hold it down for just a moment. Let that glue set. Okay, and we'll flip it over and do the same on this side. Whoops. Little bit of glue on the edges here, making sure we're not putting any on the top since we want to keep it as a pocket. Whoops. Get the glue off of me so I don't spread it to other pages. Okay, then I think I'm gonna skip a few pages. Let's see, I don't want to put this here since we got that there. So let's flip back here. Maybe we'll put it right here. That looks like a perfect spot. And again, just gonna do 3 sides so that we can leave the top open for the pocket. And I'm gonna kind of center it on this page. Put it flush with the bottom, but but center it on the sides. I don't know if you can hear that, but somebody is mowing their yard in March in Colorado. That's just unheard of. Okay, now with these, I know they open this way, and so they should go on a page, maybe that way, but I didn't do the back. So I'm thinking of maybe just putting them on a page, say like here, and just using, let's see, one of these kind of clips just to hold it in, so that's more writing page. And maybe we'll flip for the other one. Let's see, where do we put that on? A coffee dyed page. So let's, maybe we'll just do it on this book page with the other one. We'll grab another one. Okay, now I thought with this one, what if we did it to where it was a hinge? But I guess I should have trimmed it down a little bit. Let's do that real quick. Let's grab my cutter here. Just take a little off of each side. So it's a little, and then look at this. Ink it up again. Cut the corners again. Guess I should have saved the inking till I was done doing that, but oh well. Let's try to work smarter, not harder. So then I thought, what if I used, let's get that to stay, nope, some of my homemade cello tape to use as the hinges. So I just used Scotch tape and just put it on parchment paper, but I think I'm gonna grab my glue stick just because Scotch tape is only so sticky. And let's just hinge it this way. Just make sure it meets up both edges. And there we go. Ooh, I didn't do a trial run before I luckily cut it just right on both sides. And let's put a piece on the front. Again, taking my glue stick and just giving it a little extra stick. And it was so simple to make this. Oops, let's get this out of the way. Sellotape. I just used alcohol ink in the color Latte. Got that off of, no, I did not get that off Amazon. I got that off of, or excuse me, from Michael's. So there you go. So it leaves you some more writing space in there. Okay, well that is my video for today. Oh wait, we forgot to put these little stickers somewhere. What about something? I'm just pushing everything around here. What if we put this one right here? Now, let's see if we can get them off. The backing off without taking too much time here. Oh, come on. Why? Really quiet, concentrating here. Sorry, everybody. Well, I wonder if I cut it just a little, if that would. Nope, that's not gonna help it. So, guess we are not gonna put those on today. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. If you could please like, share, and give it a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Bye.